In the village of Blueberry, located at the foot of the Berkshire Downs, a community is working to protect a geological feature found in very few places on Earth. The village's waterways, the Millbrook and the Cleve, belong to a rare category known as chalk streams. Chalk streams are rivers fed by groundwater stored in layers of porous chalk rock. Deep underground, chalk aquifers, vast stores of water in porous rock, act as giant geological sponges. They soak up rainwater, filter it, and slowly release it upwards as clear, temperature-regulated spring water. This specific geology is incredibly scarce. Out of the approximately 250 chalk streams on Earth, 85% are located in England. For the UK, these rivers are the ecological equivalent of a rainforest. Despite their importance, these habitats are struggling. Today, only 17% of England's chalk streams are classified as having a good ecological status. 3 human factors are responsible: agricultural chemical runoff, the extraction of groundwater for public use, and physical straightening for land management. To reverse this damage, conservationists are using a framework called the Trinity of Ecological Health. This approach focuses on fixing 3 specific areas: water resources, water quality, and habitat restoration. The first pillar is water resources. Surface-level conservation is ineffective if the underlying aquifer is pumped dry by nearby water companies. This strategy, chalk streams first, relocates abstraction, taking water from the environment, from headwaters down to the lower catchment. Moving the extraction point allows groundwater levels to bounce back, ensuring the chalk stream has first use of the water before it's collected for public supply. In times of extreme drought, water companies can temporarily mine the aquifer, drawing on deep storage to maintain the public water supply. Local groups in Blueberry monitor this procedure, known as the West Berkshire Groundwater Scheme, to ensure this emergency extraction does not permanently lower the village's water table. Securing this baseline flow is a requirement for recovery. Without consistent water levels, the other pillars of the Trinity cannot function. The second pillar focuses on water quality. Even with sufficient volume, agricultural runoff and sewage discharges can make a stream uninhabitable for wildlife. This has created a difficult situation. Because aquifers have been overpumped, many developed chalk streams depend on constant sewage discharges just to keep water in their channels. By restoring aquifer flows as outlined in the first pillar, we remove this dependency. The streams can once again maintain their own volume with fresh spring water. This allows for an infrastructure upgrade, taking small, outdated sewage works offline and redirecting waste to larger, more advanced treatment plants downstream. Those deactivated small sewage works can then be converted into stormwater storage, helping to manage flood risks during heavy rain. The third pillar is habitat restoration, which involves physical changes to the stream channel led by groups like the Blueberry Community Chalk Streams Group. A major part of this work is remeandering. Volunteers physically rebuild curves in the stream to slow the water down and restore its natural path. They also utilize large woody debris, which is the intentional placement of fallen trees into the water channel. This debris creates flow diversity and scours the gravel beds clean. These clean gravels are a necessary habitat for trout to spawn. Finally, volunteers manage plants within the channel. This vegetation acts as a natural buffer, protecting the banks from excessive erosion. This grassroots labor represents the final stage of the process, turning the presence of clean water into a diverse habitat for wildlife. When the Trinity of Ecological Health is fully implemented, the benefits begin to compound, starting with improved flood prevention. Restored aquifers and meandering channels work together to absorb heavy rainfall and regulate its release, preventing the flash floods common in straight, degraded streams. This stable environment allows biodiversity to return. We see the recovery of sensitive indicator species like water voles, mayflies, and Atlantic salmon. These restored wetlands also contribute to climate goals. Healthy chalk stream floodplains act as significant carbon sinks, capturing more CO2 than typical open fields. These nature-based solutions are often more resilient than traditional pipes and concrete, which are increasingly struggling to manage water in a changing climate. Success requires a combination of high-level national policy and the high-intensity local care provided by village volunteers. The village of Blueberry proves that national policy only succeeds when paired with targeted local maintenance. They have created a practical framework for restoring these sensitive environments.